Hi, Timeless Gamers. Juan here and 123Go. Unfortunately, I can't come to the show again. Um, so, for me, one of my favorite beat 'em up games for the PlayStation is Fantastic Four from Acclaim. And in Fantastic Four, you can play with up to 4 characters. So, it's a co-op or versus game with friendly fire on. You can play as Mr. Fantastic, the Invisible Man, Sue Richard, Johnny Storm, also known as the Human Torch, and Ben Grimm, who's also known as the Thing. So in Fantastic Four, you beat up a lot of enemies coming in across the screen, and you have to make it up until to Doctor Doom, who's trying to use a time travel device, something. You know, Doctor Doom is always into something, and it's a typical beat 'em up game. You defeat a lot of enemies, and also there are sub bosses, and each of the levels you have a final, not a final boss, like a stage boss, like Mole Man, Submariner, Super Skrull, and the last one, Doctor Doom. So as a 4-player co-op, you can help each other trying to beat the enemies, and you can also turn on versus mode, which is co-op with friendly fire. So you can beat up each other. And aside from that, whenever you get an 80%, 85% of the enemies in a level, that character will play the bonus level where you can fight against Incredible Hulk, Iceman, and Dragon Man. Not sure why he's in the game. I don't know that there's a Dragon Man in a Marvel Comics. And by the way, it's not just the Fantastic Four. You have a special cameo of She-Hulk, who's an honorary member of the Fantastic Four. So there, typical classic beat 'em up style gameplay, but with 3D graphics. Each character has their own special unique moves, like Reed Richards' laser and particle laser something, and Invisible Woman can go invisible, and you have a rain of fire for Human Torch, and an earthquake attack for the Thing. So if you're a fan of Marvel Comics and you're a fan of the Fantastic Four, I would definitely advise or recommend this game. And I think it's one of the earliest beat 'em up games for the PlayStation 1, aside from Fighting Force, Jackie-chan, Stunt Master, and Gekido. So it's full-blown 3D action, and the graphics are good, and I'm mostly fond of the soundtrack because most of them are jazz fusion, so it's kinda 80s 90s vibe for me. Although I can't really recommend the controls because sometimes it's so junky, and when you try the special moves it doesn't come out there's some sort of latency when you try to use the special controls. But it's really a good game if you get the hang of it, and I hope you enjoy it when you actually play the game. Okay, so that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and let's go back to the studio. And this is Juan DeMarcos signing out.